know there's probably like no leader, so the general assembly, but if there's somebody who's going to help organize it, have them come see me.
Yeah.
I can help and talk about all these. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
What's your name? Johnson?
Yeah.
Hi, okay.
How
I'm
are
just
you?
trying to document, so.
You bet.
Okay, thanks.
No, okay. You will if you must, but
Greg Dobson. He's been down here at Central a long time and does a lot of the stuff with bikes. So he's kind of one of those go-to arch people who have some large streets or sidewalks. Craig's done that
Focus on logistics over the message. In order for the message of the group to be heard. Science about that organization.
Focus on logistics over the message.
Focus on logistics over the message.
In order for the message of the group
In order for the message of the group
to be heard,
to be heard,
the group needs to be democratically organized.
the group needs to be democratically organized.
Tonight is about that organization.
Tonight is about that organization.
All right. First thing, Deb couldn't be here. And she's been working with the National Lawyers Guild
And she's been working with the National Lawyers Guild
to address situations such as permits
to address situations such as permits
and overnight camping.
and overnight camping.
The first order
The first order
is that if we were to agree to get a permit,
is that if we were to agree to get a permit,
we will then be legally bound
we will then be legally bound
by the times and locations
by the times and locations
on that permit.
on that permit.
This could work against us.
This could work against us.
We are guaranteed the right to assemble
We are guaranteed the right to assemble
in the Constitution.
in the Constitution.
This supersedes local law.
This supersedes local law.
We must use this to our advantage
We must use this to our advantage
to peacefully protest
to peacefully protest
All right. National Lawyers Guild
National Lawyers Guild.
will do a Know Your Rights
We'll do a Know Your Rights
seminar Monday
seminar Monday
at 6 p.m.
at 6 p.m.
But we must find
But we must find
a venue
a venue
so we can forward that information
so we can forward that information
to the NLG.
to the NLG.
I've only lived here for about a year and a half, so I don't know.
I've only lived here for a year and a half.
We'll have to pass that around for discussion.
I'll have to pass that around for discussion.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this. Protesting and not breaking
As long as you are only protesting and not breaking
any local laws.
any local laws,
We intend to occupy
the place we intend to occupy
until October 6th.
until October 6th.
We can send out a message
We can send out a message
on Twitter and Facebook,
on Twitter and Facebook,
as well as the Occupy Portland website,
as well as the Occupy Portland website,
1 hour before we meet.
1 hour before we meet.
There is suitable location
There is a suitable location
in this city
in this city
that, based on a previous
that, based on a previous
court decision, they cannot force us to leave.
force us to leave. Pro bono.
That's free.
Later.
The phone number
Phone number
will be limited
will be limited
to certain people.
to certain people.
When we are marching,
When we are marching,
stay on the sidewalks
stay on the sidewalks
and continue moving.
and continue moving.
Do not march in the street
Do not march in the street
and do not block traffic.
and do not block traffic.
This is illegal.
This is illegal.
If they do attempt to arrest you,
If they do attempt to arrest you,
you must allow them to cuff you.
you must allow them to cuff you.
And then go limp and fall to the ground.
And then go limp and fall to the ground.
I repeat,
I repeat,
you must allow them to arrest you.
you must allow them to arrest you.
We have obtained copies of previous court decisions and city documents that will make the occupation possible. But we cannot put up tents. We can cover things with tarps. But they can't be considered structures. So we need as many tarps and as much duct tape as we can obtain. One of our first orders is to break up into committees. There has been a suggestion to break down the committees into 5 groups for easier communication. Our current committees are as follows. Street team committee, peacekeeping and safety committee, morale committee, note-taking committee, bedding and reindeer committee, medical committee, housing assistance committee for out-of-towners, communications committee, which is social media, student outreach committee, which is colleges and high schools, tactical committee, which is all legal considerations, food committee, media committee, which is live streaming, photography, and other.
Live streaming, photography, and other such things.
That's more than 5. I know. That is why we're trying to consolidate groups. I will now open the floor to our conflict mediator. Mediators.